This man had endless wealth and a wife 40 years younger than him, but he suffered from a strange illness. If he didn't drink water constantly, he was in agony. No matter how many hundreds, even thousands, of bottles John drank, he could never keep the water in his system. To help her husband, Alice spent $5 million to hire a famous doctor named Jack. But when John's attacks came, even Jack was at a loss. Before him, 80 top doctors had tried to diagnose John. None found the cause. When the pain hit, John's entire body ached. Only chugging water gave temporary relief. Jack couldn't understand. How could a man drink so much water and not absorb a drop? Suddenly, beads of sweat broke out all over John. The bedsheets were soaked. Moments later, he vomited up every bit of water he'd just swallowed. Jack was stunned. He combed through John's medical records. Everything seemed perfectly normal. He suspected the water itself, but lab results showed it was just plain drinking water. As John's condition worsened, his only wish was to spend more time with his wife. What he didn't know was that the butler had been secretly in love with Alice for years, hoping to be with her once John was gone. Jack's arrival gave Alice hope. She swore she'd pay any price to save her husband. Then Jack discovered Alice was pregnant with John's child, and vowed to try everything. The next day, he studied the records again. Still nothing. Jack stepped outside to clear his head. He saw a young boy being chased by a black dog. Jack rushed to help, but the boy was still bitten. The butler told Jack those kids often snuck into the mansion to steal. The boy's injury was bad. A little girl tended to the wound. Before leaving, Jack warned the boy not to steal again, but the boy explained he needed money to dig a good well for his father, Mike. The name struck a chord with Jack. He followed the boy home. The boy hurried to give his father water, but it was too late. Mike had already passed away. Jack went deeper into the village. He learned that 150 years ago, the island had been ravaged by a disease called chimera, and now, it had returned. Meanwhile, the butler tried to use Alice's unborn child as leverage, but Alice had already cut ties with him. When Jack returned to the castle, Alice was in labor. He quickly began the operation. At the same time, John confronted the butler. He'd always known about the affair. He just pretended not to, because he wanted Alice to be happy. Now that Alice wanted nothing to do with the butler, John told him to leave. After a full day and night of surgery, both mother and baby were safe. Years ago, Alice had once threatened Jack into giving her cosmetic surgery. In her pursuit of beauty, that surgery changed her fate. It led her to meet John, and gave her the life she had now. So, do you think Jack can cure John's mysterious illness?